All right. All right. All right. I'll review our favorite reality show. I'll review the second episode. It's okay. Calm down. Before we get into reviewing the second episode of Heels Over Hills, the WFABB lifestyle, the IGENIUS scammer self-funded reality show that is a poorly made glorified vlog, let's go ahead and have a recap. But first things first, we're gonna sag. I hope it doesn't sag. Oh my gosh, guys, I did it. I did it. I've made it now. Who needs financial success when you have this? Come on. So in the first episode, we learned absolutely nothing. Not only were there too many characters to keep up with, it was just full of introductory type talking heads, interviews, floating heads, whatever you want to call them. Confessionals is what they're called a lot of times as well. It was just filled with very poor acting. There was absolutely horrible audio, and I know most of you understood that I had to like lower it to a certain amount because they had no audio support. Not only was it just shaky camera, it was just one person with a camera. No offense to that videographer. I'm sure they're great, but there was no audio support whatsoever. Y'all are so rich and make so those ain't free. Y'all are so rich and make so much money, but you couldn't spend $100 on even just one lapel mic. You couldn't do that. Like, it's just laziness. It really is just laziness. So the audio was insane. I kept having to like lower it in editing. And I know I'm a little bit louder. They were really quiet. I know it was frustrating. I'm sorry, but you would have thanked me because it was so loud. You could hardly hear them anyways. It sounded like they were in a wind tunnel or just had 75 oscillating fans going just right into the camera because they were just using the camera's mic. Also, there was no story or plot or purpose really, and we still have no idea what they do at all. No idea. All in all, the first episode belongs right in the garbage. But y'all know I'm a real big binge watcher, and I like to at least watch 3 episodes of a show, the 3 first episodes obviously, before I decide that it stinks. I'm pretty sure this is gonna stink, but we'll see. You know, it doesn't stink, actually. The sponsor of today's video. As you could tell by that delicious segue, the sponsor of today's video is Scentbird. Scentbird is a monthly fragrance subscription service where you can choose a 30-day supply of your fragrances that you want to try. They also have a quiz on there too. If you're not sure what you want, you can take that quiz and it'll lead you in the right direction. Y'all know I like to travel with these. Scentbird lets you choose from new designer fragrances for only $17 a month. Every month you get to choose what you want, so there's no surprises, and if you want to skip a month, you can do that as well. They have a bunch of perfumes and colognes to choose from, and even unisex options too. And if you use my coupon code that's on the screen and then also in the pinned comment and in the description box, you'll actually be able to get 55% off. 55% off. I know, that's crazy. That means it would only be $7 for your first month. And that is available in the US and Canada. So this one is Bite Me by Confessions of a Rebel, and it has notes of strawberry, red apple, vanilla orchid, jasmine, me and Tony love jasmine, and red rum. I'm about to say that one's my favorite, even though I'm just now opening these. And then this one is Lovely Dream Sweet by Dime. That's delicious too. Ooh, peach nectar, I could smell that. Apple, white lily, and jasmine, and creamy coconut. That's really good. So that one's like lighter too. Light and fresh. I love that for like an everyday. And this one is Atlas Cedarwood, Oak Moss, and Sandalwood. And it's Cabin Retreat by Memoir Archives. I feel like this one's gonna be like real sexy. Oh my Lord, I'm not joking. I'm gonna go have Tony put this on right now. I did ask them to send me over like some like masculine scents too, so he could try some. I will have all of these linked down below as always and in the pinned comment as well. Thank you so much Scentbird for not only sponsoring this video, but continuously being a sponsor of my channel. I really do appreciate it. Please use the coupon code on the screen right now and then also in the description box and in the pinned comment for 55% off of your first purchase with Scentbird. And now back to the video. Now at the beginning of episode 1, you might not remember, but it started with just the most calm, absolutely calm vibes, nothing too crazy. I know I'm joking. It started with deafening screams, and when I was rewatching, because I watched these multiple times, and editing it, it was awful. So why are they always yelling? That's the comment I get the most. Why are they always yelling? Especially in this one, it was real bad because of the poor audio. This one starts out a little bit different.
guys like started learning how like support and resistance, like how to mark your charts and stuff? Does anybody have issues with it? Because like I've been taking like the notes, like I kind of want to show you guys this, like the notes that I take, like exactly it tells you how to look for like a strong support and resistance, like
right there. And that is
so like for example, I'll show you this page. I literally mark down like what higher highs and higher lows mean. So like here, if you have like a resistance line,
because it's higher than these,
it's higher than like this high, right? It came down to retest down, but you only look for these patterns when it's on the support or resistance lines, not like in the middle of the charts, right?
So for the head and shoulders, it's supposed to be, the head is supposed to be above the resistance lines and the shoulders in, right?
Yeah.
So as you can tell, we are ladies doing business. Absolutely. Numbers, charts, laptops. I took notes.
I wouldn't say that I feel 100% confident in teaching people just yet. Maybe the basics, like the basics 100% I know that I can teach people, but you know, it is very, it's a lot of information. There's a lot of tricks, there's a lot of tips, there's a lot of like little things that you have to pay attention to. So at the current moment that I'm in right now, I'm only really started to learn how to trade within the last few months.
I'm not saying that these humans don't know anything about trading or finances or investing, anything like that, but seeing them talk about it, show charts and whatever is one of the funniest things I have absolutely ever seen. If they were to like teach a class on it, what would it be called? Like totally real investment training. Yeah, that sounds about right. All right, everyone, thank you for coming today. We sure do appreciate it. Just a reminder, this is not a scam. If anyone says that it is, they're wrong, and it does not matter. They're just a broke hater, and they're not in the right mindset, okay? I don't care if it's the FTC, does not matter. All right, now let's talk about crypto. Yeah, that coin right there. Everyone see that? Now, we're not going to trade those physical coins. We're not really Crash Bandicoot, okay? Okay. Speaking of crashing, these right here, these are charts. Now we want them to go up, and we want to tell people that they're just going to go up, and that's it. You're always going to be making money. They're always going to be going up. You right there with the disgusting look on your face? What happens if they go down? Get out. No, get out. All right, well, now that everyone has the right mindset and we're all on the same page, and that person is going to be fed to my pet alligator, let's move on. Now, come to think of it, that person that I just sent off to their death does bring up a good point. Now, what if you're met with objection? This is what you're going to do. Say something vague and insult them. Okay? Okay. If they're not investing, they're a loser. Yes, they're a complete loser if they're not investing. If they don't have enough money to invest in this, they are a loser. Looser. Loser. All right, now thank you for attending the WFABB orientation. Now you know all you need to know. Did you learn something? Are you ready to invest all your money? Yeah, you are. Don't you worry. All right, now, of course, we have some more talking heads and then just some more everyone sitting around a table.
A lot of tips, there's a lot of like little things that you have to pay attention to. So at the current moment that I'm in right now, I'm only really started to learn how to trade within the last few months. I definitely feel comfortable and confident in teaching the basics to people, but anything advanced, not yet, but it will come soon.
So Daniela, are you on the crypto challenge?
Yeah. Did you hear about Sarah?
No.
Look at this. Hold on. Sarah,
Yeah, I saw that in the chat.
Showed me.
Bro, that's wild.
Bro,
Yeah,
she
that's
made
so
$500 trading.
No. It was all in one day.
It was in one day. She made $500 in one day. She literally joined this. She just would look at a chart and see like squiggly lines and shit, and then she's showing me today from like everything that we're learning that she's like making money. That makes me so happy.
And she said it was from the alerts too.
Yeah. She said it was from the alerts. Like,
I think one of my favorite things of this show might be not only the horrible acting and just the fakery, but the manufactured dialogue and how they set up certain situations. Now, you can say all day long, you know, other reality shows do that too. However, most other reality shows aren't necessarily trying to scam you into buying something. Yes, there's definitely promotional aspects of certain things, or asking a person in the show, oh, hey, how's this investment going? Oh, did that ever get picked up? Oh, blah, blah, blah. And then they'll start talking about it. That's a little bit different since this is a multi-level marketing company. or just a straight up pyramid scheme. And they're trying to act like, oh my gosh, this person started making money right away. But are they? Because they signed up with whatever setup fee, sign up fee. And then they also had to put money into whatever type of trading or investing they're doing. So was it crypto? Was it gold? Was it NFTs? Who knows? Hopefully not. But who actually knows? Who even knows if that scenario even happened? But either way, you're putting that money in and you're investing your own money, and you're most likely still in the negative from joining this company and then from the monthly fees as well. They joined this company in, I want to say officially, in like December-ish. At this point, this was around like February, March time when this was filmed. So they've been in the company for like actively for 2-3 months. And what they're selling is supposed to be all about crypto and trading and investment, and they're not even comfortable with it yet. I can guarantee you they're probably still not very comfortable with it. Also, the Airbnb that they stayed in, they were kicked out of. I have it on good authority. It has been alleged to me. I'm not stating it as a fact. It has been alleged to me that they were kicked out of the Airbnb that they were staying in because the Airbnb rules, I found it. I'll post the Airbnb listing of it right here, but it says specifically in there, no parties, gatherings, meetings, like loud music or smoking. All of them were smoking in the first one.
That's a big question. I want to see where my heart wants to go with that. I feel like this entire business has completely, like if you knew me 2 years ago, like that's a different, like I'm telling you, like completely different, mentally, spiritually, financially, in every single aspect. I'm a different woman, and I thank WFABB for that. I always say WFABB saved me. It saved me from a lot of things in my life. It saved me from...
So Dramus is going to go on and on about how she's such a different person and how WFABB saved her, and how I guess like they started it like 2 years ago. 2 years ago would have been 2020 because it's 2022 right now. WFABB, I was pretty sure, was around before the pandemic. I mean, I know I've been reacting to stuff about them for at least 2 years. So maybe I could be wrong. I always want to admit when I'm wrong. I don't want to be wrong. So if I am, let me know. But like I said, she continues and talks about how she's changed so much and it saved her. No mention of Monat, no mention of IGENIUS. Real weird. It's all about WFABB. And the reason why they do that is so that they are just focusing on that company. They're just focusing on that team as a sole entity and not the company that they partnered with, meaning that they work for, so that they can leave if needed. It's a pretty smart marketing strategy for sure. It's not ethical, it's not moral, but it is a pretty smart marketing tactic. Other teams do that as well, and that way when they go from one team to another, it makes it seem like you're just joining the team and not the company itself. So they're not like tying themselves to the company, which obviously they are. All right, well, let's keep hearing Jamie Lynn Spears dressed as Janet Jackson talk about how much she's changed.
The depression, it saved me from mediocrity, it saved me from living an unfulfilled life, because there's nothing I've ever done in my life that's more fulfilling than being able to grow and being able to help others grow and see it. Like, you see people come in here and just grow so much confidence, like get such a better picture of themselves, like start to see themselves more. You see people come in here and come from being shy and insecure and unhappy to like this glowing, vibrant person that's now not only elevating in their life, but like inspiring so many other people. You see people coming from living at home with their parents to moving out, like all these, like, you see people go through these entire transformations just by association. And I think people don't realize that WFABB is not just network marketing. WFABB is not just a product. WFABB is not just a company. WFABB is a movement to empower people. That's what it's about. It's a movement to move and impact as many people as possible. And we're not stopping at network marketing. There's a lot more that we got planned.
Yeah, I made $100 the other day, and then I spent it on my lashes.
She went from this company, you know, is different, it saved me, blah, 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 whatever, and then it cured my depression and saved me from being a mediocre, poor nobody, and then saying it helped people with their confidence, and then help people move out of, you know, their parents' house and change their lives and transformed. And then we're not just going to stop at network marketing. It's not just the product. Like, we've got so much more planned. And it's like, girl, she sounds like the evil mouse from Pinky and the Brain. Are they trying to dominate the world? Get back in your cage. What are you doing?
What do you want to do tonight?
The same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world.
Are those them Forex lurches? Lurches? Crypto?
Gold lurches! XAU USD lurches! She's like, baby girl, you got a little tip because I made some money today.
Again, the thing is that most likely they're not making that money from trading. They're most likely getting that money from recruiting and having people under them. And also, the audio in this video is so bad.
The culture here really makes people feel safe. When I came in and I got exposed to this whole different world, like literally it's a whole different world. You ever seen that show? What's it called? That show that is like it's like an underground world with like this spooky alien thing or whatever. You know that show? Stranger Things. This is like the Stranger Things, except in a good way. Like instead of it's underground, it's upground. It just really goes to show like there's just so much out there in this world that people don't even know about, people don't even realize because they haven't put themselves out there. They haven't tried anything new. They haven't stepped out of their comfort zone. So when I got into WFABB, I was on a different team. And I didn't have like that kind of support that I wanted.
You know that show where there's a giant shark and it like goes after people and just like eats everybody? It's kind of like that, but instead of a giant shark that's attacking everybody, there isn't one. What is she talking about?
I didn't have the kind of proper training that I was looking for. And you know, I'm that kind of person that's like all in, die hard, or don't try at all. When I found WFABB, like it really went to show like what proper guidance, what proper training, what culture, what getting around the right people can do for you and your business. Because I didn't have success for a whole year of me just like throwing shit against the wall, trying to figure it out, trying to like, you know, my head was spinning in circles. And then when I joined WFABB, like I was building, I literally went off. Like I built that momentum, I took off.
Let's say what she's saying is true, that she was not successful in whatever MLM she was in. Maybe she was a Monate, I don't know. But let's say she was not successful on the other team that she was on, and then she joined this one and became successful. I think personally that there's two reasons why that could have happened. One, because she was in Monate and just not making any money at all, and then moved over to WFABB and started promoting it as WFABB instead of Monate, right? Again, that's what they do a lot. It's that vagueness. It's, oh, you're joining this and we partner with this company, blah, blah, blah. So that it's not like, oh, you're in an MLM or like, oh, you're working for this company. It's like, no, you're a part of WFABB and like we, you know, make money through this. Makes no sense. Or, and what I think is maybe more, and what I think is more probable is that she was in Monate under another team and then WFABB moved over to the IGENIUS pyramid scheme. And then she went from there to the pyramid scheme. If you move from a multi-level marketing company that has sales requirements every single month for you to keep your rank and then move and you're already like semi-mid ranking, and then you move to a pyramid scheme where you don't have any sales requirements every month and your sales requirements, if any, are able to be taken care of by what your people below you, by like their dues and their, you know, them signing up below you, where it is just recruitment based. Yes, then you are going to see a little bit more success. It's still a scam though. So I think maybe the second thing happens.
Having massive success within my first month because I took advantage of it. I saw the opportunity, I saw what was on the table, and I just went. I don't know why I use that sound, but you know what I'm saying. I just went. I just took it. I took what was available. I took what was offered to me, and it works. It works. You know, it's probably the best thing that's ever happened to me, to be honest.
I saw the opportunity and then I shit my pants. I did. Right when I saw what WFABB was doing, I didn't make it to the bathroom in time. Hot snakes, stinky poos, RIP to your anus.
I think that there's time where I'm like doubting myself, where I'm like questioning things, where I call Jazz or I call somebody else on the team and we talk about it, we talk, like different people talk, and just like that's the whole point. If you were a trust me, I don't, you were, but I know a lot of you guys were not entrepreneurs on your own. It's fucking hard. Yeah. It's so fucking hard because you go through the same emotions, but you're alone. Yeah. So when you're feeling like shit, who's there to give you a pep talk? Who's there to give you a better perspective? Who's there to tell you to keep going? No one. Yeah. You literally just you quit. Yeah. That's why most entrepreneurs fail. Yeah. That's why what we have is so beautiful because we have each other. So when you're feeling like that,
you need to talk about it.
Yeah, and get support. Get around the right people, get around whatever.
Because I promise you, everything that you are going to go through, we've already gone through, or somebody that has more success has already gone through it. Yeah. So
again, more random propaganda. I don't know about y'all, but I can't even focus on what she's saying because there's someone just banging silverware and pots and pans and closing doors in the kitchen that's like right next to them. And I just imagine that the person I'm like, who's in there if all of y'all are at this table? Like, who else is there? I just imagine that the person in the kitchen is like trying to avoid them now because on that trip, they like decided and realized like, oh my God, this is a scam. So now they're just like trying their best to get through the day.
You quit. Yeah. That's why most entrepreneurs fail. Yeah. That's why what we have is so beautiful because we have each other. So when you're feeling like that,
you need to talk about it.
Yeah, and get support. Get around the right people. Get around whatever.
I promise you, everything that you are going to go through, we've already gone through, or somebody that has more success has already gone through.
So even a few weeks ago, you came to do your lashes, and I was talking to her about something that I was going through, and you were just like, babe, I'm going through the same thing, and I was just like,
it's like a breath of fresh air.
Like,
the same thing that
how the fuck are you going through that? Like, what do you mean? And she's just like, yeah, babe, like I'm going through the exact same thing. Like, don't think that you're the only one. And here I am sitting like, I'm the only one in this fucking organization going through this. Can I do?
So how she just said, you know, I don't know if y'all have been entrepreneurs before, but you know, when you get down on yourself, when you mess up, when you fail, whatever, you know, you don't have anyone to talk to. You don't have anyone to, you know, give you a pep talk or support you. And then that's why you quit. I wouldn't say that's necessarily why a lot of people quit. It is statistically proven that a lot of businesses that people start don't even get off the ground, meaning that they file the paperwork, the LLC, the DBA, sole proprietorship, any of that information, they file that and then just never do anything with it. I would know. I sold accounting services to small business owners at a company that was partnered with LegalZoom. And LegalZoom is, you know, kind of like the go-to for setting up a small business. And it was so frustrating. Anytime I would get on the phone with someone to do, you know, a free tax consultation, whatever, and then, you know, pitch them our services, I would get these ones and I'd be like, this person just filled out the paperwork and just wasted their money and they're not going to do anything with it. Like, I'd be talking to them and, okay, tell me about your business. Oh, it's just like, I have an idea. I'm like going to start like a recording studio or a you know, lawn care, or like, oh, it's for like my lashes, my lash business. I used to really not like getting those. And it was the most frustrating thing ever because I would ask, okay, how much money have you spent? Oh, just the filing fees. Okay. And what are you expecting to make this year? Oh, probably nothing. It's like, what? It's so strange. And then they don't do anything with them. It's just an idea, basically. It's just people getting ahead of themselves, creating it, and then basically thinking that they're cool because now they can put in like their Instagram bio, like CEO of blah, 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 or in their email signature, like owner of blank, blank, blank. When it's like, just because you have a piece of paper doesn't mean you actually do anything. And you're just the owner of a piece of paper. You don't have anything there, right? So that's very frustrating. And that's typically why that statistic is there of most businesses don't even get off the ground because people are not prepared and they don't do research and, you know, plan before. And then also when you are an entrepreneur, when you are a small business owner, a lot of the times, yeah, you do have a support system. I'm not saying people, you know, don't go it alone, but there are a lot of people who do have a support system of, you know, maybe friends who are also business owners, or for instance, with me, with being a content creator, I have other friends who are content creators. You know, we're all very open about like the, you know, struggles we have and, you know, the technical hiccups and things like that. So yeah, we're there for each other. But they're trying to act like that's not the way to go because then you're going it alone. And when you do it with a community, oh, you're all together. But that's oversaturation. Why would anyone sign up with any one of you when the person next to you does the exact same thing? So yeah.
Just like, yeah, babe, like I'm going through the exact same thing. Like, don't think that you're the only one. And here I am sitting like, I'm the only one in this fucking organization going through this. Can I do this? Like, am I gonna get out of it? Like, how do I get? And then when I talk
is this camera person all the way across the room when they don't have any audio support? Been like the echo of the house, because I'm sure it has vaulted ceilings. Like, this is just the, like, can y'all hear anything they're saying? Because I surely cannot. I'm not going to edit the audio. I'm going to make it so that me and them are the same level. Just so you know, I am purposely going to quadruple check that I'm able to do that.
We get to really do life together, like, and it's not a joke. Like, I don't know, it's hard to put words on things that you live, because I go through it, so it's hard to explain, but we go through life together, we grow together, we're not gonna always agree, you know, we're gonna
You know, when you do life together, but it's hard to put words on things that you live. I get it.
learn some things, we're gonna go through stuff, we're gonna overcome them, we're gonna win, we make some money. Like, it's a lot of emotions, a lot of experiences. Overall, I'm just really grateful that I was able to manifest this team into my life, because I know that it's by surrounding yourself with people like this that you're able to get to the next level in life. Because if you're around people that are negative, that don't have goals, that are not like-minded, you will be the sixth one. And I understand how important it is you are literally the average of the 5 people you hang around with the most, right? And it's important to make sure that you are yourself 100%. Like, this is who I am, and I work hard and I show up every single day. Therefore, I think that I take a good part in this team.
Just 5 minutes of her just saying the same thing, but slightly differently each time. You know, we're around each other, we stand next to each other, we're, you know, together, we talk to each other, we communicate, we verbalize. We speak sometimes.
Too, like, you know, we all have our part to take, because of how we show up, how serious we are, and how dedicated we are to our success and to the team's success. I was exposed to it, I saw the bigger picture, I saw the vision, I understood it, and I was like, wait, this makes sense. This is a people's industry. This is the only industry, guys, I've worked jobs. Trust me, I've worked many jobs. And there's not one single job that pushed me to become a better person.
No other job that she worked made her be a better person. Yeah, because that's not part of your job. That's not part of your job. That's not part of your job. You're not getting paid to do that. So why would it push you to be a better person? It shouldn't. That shouldn't be part of your job. That's too personal. That's not their responsibility. Lord, the more and more they speak, the more and more it looks like a cult.
Whereas here, this is all we do. Like, we get together, we grind, we read books, we get on personal development calls. Like, we really work hard and we have fun. Like, and you know, sometimes the thing is that you want to, like, talk about it, right? You want to talk about how it's great, how it's amazing, but then it looks like you're showing off. But then you don't do it enough, and then you're like, oh, but you know, this is not even true. It's not even real. So it's like, what do you want me to do at this point?
We get together, we grind, we read books, we get on personal development calls together. We work really hard. It sounds like it. It sounds like you do. Also sounds like you're in a cult.
I talk about it too much, I'm showing off, and I'm not talking about it enough, it's fake. So, you know, it's just like, the ones who get it, the ones who don't. You know, this is not meant to be for everybody, but if it's for you, well, be ready to be on for a hell of a ride, because this is gonna change your life, and I really hope so, because it changed mine, and I'm only getting started. So, keep watching.
When you talk about it too much, it really does show in a multi-level marketing company. It really does show that you are desperate to recruit more people, because that's what the business is about, is recruiting more people. And you need to make more money because it's not sustainable, and you need to maintain your rank. So you have to keep recruiting people. But then if you're not talking about it a lot, then it's kind of like, oh, is she like stepping away from it? Like, what's happening? Yeah. So not that you're bragging, it's that it's unethical, because you're trying to market to people by bragging about all of this. There also is a more like tasteful way to promote your business or talk about it as well. But again, to make money in what they do, they have to try to promote their lifestyle to get people to do the same, like to want to do the same thing they do. Ma'am, calm down. Also, I have been told many times that this girl she's the one who's like, I'm the social media goat. And it's like, not with 6,000 followers, you ain't. But she's apparently been caught multiple times trying to brag about things and show things in a deceptive manner, like saying that she lives in a penthouse or something like that, when she was just like in the top floor of an apartment building that doesn't have a penthouse. Real weird. Many people told me that. Real weird. Also, I have been told that the WFAB girls have been poaching people from TikTok who are influencers on the rise. So people who have maybe had things go viral or like very quickly gained a following, kind of like micro to macro influencers. And they've been targeting them on TikTok, and they invited a bunch of them without saying they're in WFAB, without saying they are in IGENIUS, and invited a bunch of them to this like huge event in Miami that's going on right now, the first weekend of July. And I had someone DM me and tell me about it. And she was like, I'm so embarrassed because I love your videos so much. You've taught me so much. And somehow I still fell for this. And she's like, I didn't realize what it was until I got my like name tag that they gave me, like the little lanyard thing. And she's like, and it had the IGENIUS logo on it. And she's like, I didn't know. They like were very deceiving. It was marketed as a influencer like workshop summit type of thing, learning more about monetizing your social media and working with brands and stuff like that, which can be very helpful. However, you can learn all of that for free on YouTube or on the internet somewhere. You can learn all of that for free. And they are taking advantage of people who maybe don't know the industry, and they're talking about monetizing your social media when these girls don't monetize their social media. They're in a pyramid scheme. They might make money off reels, but they don't work with brands. They do not work with reputable brands. And the reason why they don't do that, in my opinion, is because then they would be giving validity to just being an influencer and doing affiliate marketing and not working with IGENIUS or with WFAB. They want to act like WFAB is like the only way, which it's not the only way to success. It is a way straight into debt and into a cult.
How are you?
I'm good. How's your leg?
It's good. Bro, you're never gonna believe who texted me.
Who texted you?
Yes. No. No.
Okay.
Yes.
Sorry, what? Did you just what?
I'll be right back.
She said he has August. Like as if nothing happened.
It's the audacity for me.
What I'm like having a hard time understanding is like, how can you not see what you've created here? Like she didn't make it about you. You know what I mean? It was about everyone. And I feel like the situation is just like, it's just clearly not clear to her what she's actually done and how many people that she's hurt in this, people that she claimed to love for years, and to just drag all of us. She has absolutely no idea clearly what she put everyone through. And us aside, us friends aside, imagine the people in our organization when we were in Monet who are struggling in their business now because of all the drama that's attached to it and the brand that we built. And it's just, you clearly don't understand how many people you've hurt in this situation at all. To love and care about me, you to love and care about my son, but you're willing to drag my whole reputation, my whole business, which ultimately takes the food off my table, like you were saying, we could have never recovered from that. Thank God we did, but we could have not,
Now you're probably confused because, of course, we don't have context of what's going on in a production that has good plot lines and a good storyline and good setup. Someone would have already set up this situation and we would already kind of know like what's going on. Who is this show for? I have no idea. I guess it's just for me to make a lot of really great content off of. My Lord. What had happened was that girl that she's on FaceTime with right now is also a WFAB lady, one of the like top ranking ones right under Jasmine. And she, I guess, broke her leg or something or hurt herself, whatever. She couldn't go on the trip. And she said, you'll never guess who called me, who, this person, no, this person, no, this person. I'm assuming what they're doing is just listing off names of top leaders within Money. And it sounded like she said, who, Sarah, no, this person, no. And I think because of the way the other girl's mouth moved, I think she said Jacqueline, which is the top earner in Money, like $3.5 million in 2021, which is crazy. She also seems like she's been rebranding herself to like step back from Money, but with like everyone leaving the company, doesn't seem like she's really been able to. And now she's actually like doing opportunity calls and promoting them and stuff, which is wild. I have it on good authority. A trusted source has told me, again, I'm not stating this as fact, this has been alleged to me though, that she is becoming a realtor, which I already know she is one. And I even saw the picture from, what's it called? Allure Realty, the one that was featured on Selling Tampa. Talk about manufactured situations. That entire show is manufactured. They hardly make any money at that brokerage. It's crazy. Anyways, again, that's just my opinion from what I've seen. Thanks. And heard from other realtors. But I saw like a promo like team picture and she was in it. And then someone else had told me as well that she is, I guess, gonna be on the Selling Miami like spinoff of like Selling Sunset, Selling Tampa, Selling Miami. So I guess she's like gonna be on that too, which is awful because then a bunch of people are gonna follow her and then more people are gonna join Monate, and that really, really sucks. Like really sucks. I hate it. So anyways, back to the FaceTime call. This girl's saying like, oh yeah, the top leader, whoever, I think Jacqueline, but whoever messaged me and was like, oh, hey, how's August? Or for something. I don't know. Who knows? I guess to like get together, to come visit her, to something. Acting as if no drama had gone down. Like they didn't leave the company, I guess. I don't know.
People that she's hurt and the people that she claimed to love for years, you know, and to just drag all of us. She has absolutely no idea clearly what she put everyone through. And us aside, like us friends aside, imagine the people in our organization when we were in Monet who are struggling in their business now because of all the drama that's attached to it and the brand that we built. And it's just, you clearly don't understand how many people you've hurt in this situation at all. To love and care about me, you claim to love and care about my son, but you're willing to drag my whole reputation, my whole business, which ultimately takes the food off my table, like you were saying, like that, like we could have never recovered from that. Thank God we did, but we could have not, you know, that was something that a lot of people would have let drown them. Because we, like, the things we went.
Listen, I never, most likely never, am going to side with anyone in a pyramid scheme, but it is so funny to me that this entire second episode, I guess, is trying to like twist the narrative of like they're not bad for leaving one company and going to another. Yeah, if it was a normal employer, yes, but these are cults. You're leaving one commercial cult and going to another. And also how you went about leaving was very secretive and gross. And it was not good at all. So if you would have left gracefully and been transparent, then I'm sure there wouldn't have been that many issues, but they tried to be sneaky about it and they were like planning on leaving for months and didn't tell their downlines or their uplines either and just like sprung it on them. So basically this entire series that they're doing is not only promotion for their team, not what they do, but their team. Imagine just like paying to hang out with them. That's what they're promoting, is just like paying to be a part of their clique. That's basically what they're doing, is just having you pay to be a part of their clique. That's weird, right? But what this entire series is not only promotion, like I said, but it's also their like way of trying to redeem themselves and try to like get their story out there of, we were just so hurt by all these people that we screwed over. Likely story.
Through being dragged, being publicly humiliated, having to explain ourselves in places we didn't have to.
Just like move on and just, yeah. But anyways, I'm gonna go get some content with the girls.
Hey babe, have
Okay,
fun.
love you.
Guys.
Okay, bye.
Okay, what happened?
Yeah, so she pretty much messaged.
That suspenseful music. I really hope it continues. I hope it'll last.
Her and said, hey, how's August, without even asking how she is. That's it.
That's all she had to say after all of this?
Yeah. The transition that we had.
What in the courtroom drama is this music? What's going on? Also, I feel like we could tell, like there was a cut in the editing, it seems like on this. I feel like you can tell when like she walks up and then she's there and then it turns to the team. And then it cuts, and then I feel like they told her, like, okay, now ask her what happened. You couldn't have done that better. Like, what do I expect at this point? But yikes.
Had recently, which was 3 months ago, it was really tough. And I felt like, I know me, and I know that I have thick skin to a certain point. But seeing my girls go through something like that, something that they've never been through before, where they were attacked verbally through social media. It was like kind of like bullying, I would say. It hurt me a lot, and I never.
Oh my God. This Sarah McLachlan type music, I feel like she's about to come on and be like, for $350 a month, you can also become this girl's downline.
Never knew that we would receive that much backlash, and I understood that everybody was emotional about the breakup, I would say. A lot of people use their emotions and not logic. And
It's the example I gave earlier of it's not like moving from one company to another, one employer to another. The reason I said that is because it's moving from one cult to another. And yeah, tensions are going to be high, especially when someone leaving a company is going to affect you. So it's just so crazy that they're acting like, just be logical, like it wasn't working out for us, so we left. But that's not why people are mad. People are mad because you lied for so long and you were recruiting people still under you well into like November before you left. And then you just left. Like you were still promoting it. You were lying about it. You were being very deceptive. And all while you had this plan to move into another company. And it was the way you went about it. So it's so interesting that she's just like, people weren't logical about it and it really hurt my feelings and like people got bullied. Yeah, sure. I saw some of the stuff that happened and people were pissed. But what do you expect when you're in a cult? Like people aren't going to be nice to you if you try to leave, like, and it's directly affecting their paycheck. Like, and if you've lied to them for months, I don't think that people should bully each other's, and like, I don't think it was right that they got bullied, but I think other people's feelings in this scenario are completely justifiable. Absolutely. And then, yeah, you can be sad too if you're like receiving all this, backlash, but also not like it's unwarranted. You're not the victim. You are not the victim. Also, I just realized their pins are silver and mine's gold. Does that mean I'm the supreme? The Crunchwrap Supreme.
I feel like what we went through definitely built us up to where we're at today. And that's the reason why we are so much more confident. We are so much more bolder because we went through heartbreak. That was a very painful.
We are so much more confidenter. We're so much more bolder. We're rocks. We're rocks.
Painful moment. I'm just really happy that we were able to just stay close while all of that was happening.
We never even got a chance to really share our part of the experience with the world because we just stayed quiet because there was just so much. We Beyonce'd on the, don't talk about none, don't respond to nothing. That's what we did because it was a lot of negative energy and it was really hard on a lot of us. And I know the world doesn't see that because we still show up, we still work, we still thrived, we still ranked, we still put in work. And I was personally battling a lot of emotions. Like I called my therapist, I was like, girl, we need to talk. Like my anxiety level hasn't been that high since I went through my depression 2 years ago. As soon as that whole situation happened, as soon as the transition happened, it was like this. It felt like overnight it went from people loving me and supporting me and cheering me on to overnight people hating me, people saying that I'm a bad person and people talking poorly of me. And people have always talked poorly about me, but they never knew me. It was online, it was the anti-MLMers, the brand ambassadors. They didn't know the real me, so it never really affected me because they don't know me. But some of these people really, or I thought at least that they really knew me. I thought they knew my heart. I thought they knew my intentions. There was people that really I shared my heart with. I poured my heart into. I poured my soul into, and so it really hurt. It was really painful to receive that from those people.
How are you going to call us brand ambassadors? What? Oh, Lord. And yes, we don't know you. Or at least I don't. I don't want to know you. I don't need to know you because you put everything out there and I'm just dissecting, not you as a human, because I don't know you and I don't care. But I'm dissecting your behaviors, the language you're using, and your marketing tactics and all of that. However, how insane is it that she doesn't see? She's like, yeah, just like the haters were just like so mean to me. But now it was like people that I've known for a long time and that I was friends with, and like they do know me. They do know me personally, and like they were saying mean things about me, and it's like, yeah, you're so close. Like all of you are so close when explaining this, like to understanding that it's a cult. You moved from one cult to another. It's the whole industry. That's why this whole situation happened. And also because y'all were lying ass bitches. Also, the whole like people who I was so close to and like love me one day and then hate me the next. Well, what did you do? Because it wasn't just them deciding that they hated you. What did you do? You lied to them for a long time. That's what you did.
My thing is like there was so much negativity created in such a positive space that we took, you know, WFABB has created in these years, and just all like crushed from all that negativity.
The first time and I called Sabrina right away. I was like, what's happening? What is that?
I just didn't like that she used the platform to promote hate. We were all shocked. She called me, we called Ashley, the three of us were on FaceTime like, girl, did you see that? I was like, girl, yes, I did.
It's also like a reflection of someone's true colors. Like you can fake it all you want, but then as soon as you get triggered, you're gonna go on your stories to blah, 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 like it doesn't make any sense.
Like I didn't know her at all. But to watch you and watch you and watch you.
I almost got in a car accident.
And everybody go through
watching
that
because I was
sad.
It's also like a business, and there's people like Daniela and us, me, you, that we were like in her downline. Like we were looking up to you to her at some point, and now we see this, and it's like
and because of that, because she was like a leader and a big figure, like a lot of people just took that like as being the truth. So we received messages of us like having to explain what was going on to people, and it's like not even I have nothing to do with this situation.
For me, it's hard because I feel like once I love someone, I'm always gonna love them. So I'll always have love for her in my heart, but like that doesn't mean that it was okay, because I know it hurt a lot of people. It's getting me emotional.
Oh, I love you. Yeah, it affected.
Because it triggered so many things. It wasn't just us. Like you could have affected just us, but it wasn't just us. Even people that stayed, my girls that stayed in the company, they got fucked over because people were like, I don't want to associate myself with this drama that you guys are involved in, that you guys were involved in. Like it's not only affecting us, it's affecting a lot of other people. And that was really fucking hard. But at the end of the day, like you said, like
It's so cringy that they have their little pins like on every outfit. That's so cringy. Also, these mean nothing. You can buy a big pack of these from AliExpress or Alibaba for like 6 cents a piece, or like I think it's like $1.06 a piece, or you can buy one on Amazon like I did for it was like $6 I think, just because I wanted it faster. So I mean, it means nothing. It means nothing, and they act like it's like you get to a certain rank and you get your pin. A $6 pin for getting to a certain rank? Like, what are you doing? That's so weird. Also, how Dramus just said, I'm always gonna have love for her. Once I love someone, I always love them. It seems unhealthy. It's not really how that works. But again, it's trying to frame them as like, I still have love for them. Like, I'll always love them. It's okay. Trying to show like we're the bigger person when it's like girls, ladies, gals, girls, you got yourself into this mess. Like you absolutely got yourself into this.
they got fucked over because people were like, I don't want to associate myself with this drama that you guys are involved in, that you guys were involved in. Like it's not only affecting us, it's affecting a lot of other people. And that was really fucking hard. But at the end of the day, like you said, like everything happens for a reason, and it's like we were purging, like you said, we were purging. We were literally purging the energies that weren't there for us, and it showed. And I understand that like all the action, and that's how I see it. It's like I'm not like mad at it, because I see it as just she was in pain, and everybody else that acted out was in pain. But my thing is like, if you're gonna leave WFABB, for anybody, it's not specifically her, but if you're gonna leave WFABB, just know that every single person who came into this team and actually gave their energy, actually like worked at this, they left with something. Whether it's their confidence, whether it's like the entrepreneurial spirit, whether it's like now they're thriving in whatever business they're doing. Everybody who touched and witnessed like what we do left better. So if you talk about our team, make sure you can say that. Make sure you put some respect on our.
But that's not what they're signing up for. They're signing up to make money. Imagine if you go work somewhere, you don't make any money. So you leave, and then someone asks you, oh, how's your experience working there? And your response is, oh, it was great. I didn't make any money at all. I wasted a lot of time, but you know, my confidence is better. You didn't sign up to get confidence. You didn't sign up for the entrepreneurial spirit. Is it a ghost? Is it a business owner ghost? What is the entrepreneurial spirit? No, that's just brainwashing is what that is.
really anything against people. I mean, if that's the way that you want to react, if that's how you move, it is what it is, right? So I feel like it's a lesson learned. It was unfortunate. I feel extremely like, you know, bad about how everything kind of went about, because that wasn't the intention at all. But I also feel like, you know, it's people who know our intentions and people who understand what we're doing here, then they would have not been upset, they would have not gotten affected, they wouldn't have like, you know, a switch and change in personality going from, oh, we love you, thank you so much for your help, to like, fuck you kind of thing. Like, it's like if you know the true intentions of what we are doing in this business, what WFABB is all about, then those things, you know, don't really matter.
You know, when I started getting apologies, when I went on live and I was like, when somebody changes jobs, do they get hate for changing a job? Like, that's what it is at the end of the day. You just change companies. When has anybody ever been hated for that? Bro, I had a call because when everything happened, just answer questions and whatever. Why am I seeing people jump on the call that I haven't seen in the business in 6 months? I'm like, yo, you're here for just the drama, bro.
You girls, because you girls are really strong with all of the hate that we got, but at the end, like, we still decided to do something because you saw the bigger picture, and we decided to all follow because we all saw it for ourselves.
You want more people to win. No, she left. She didn't see a vision. She left because she dropped like 7 ranks and couldn't keep her rank and couldn't get back up there. That's what happened. And it kills me that she said before that she was like, I'm a visionary. I see things, you know, I'm 10 steps ahead of the game. Did you see yourself dropping 7 ranks and then leaving the company? I don't think you saw that happening. Yikes. And also these people followed her because they're, and I don't want to say they're dumb, but they're brainwashed. Absolutely. They are easily brainwashed. And what she probably told them was, you don't have to trade. You don't have to sell anything. You just have to recruit. And that's it. And they were probably like, oh my God, yes. And they don't see a problem with that. If you're already of that mindset that there's nothing wrong with just recruiting, then you're not going to see a problem with joining a pyramid scheme.
Not because you said it, but because you were able to paint the vision so we could see it for ourselves, and we decided to go with it no matter what, to help, because you want more people to win. Because like we were saying, you were not the only one winning, but you were the only one walking on stage. Not everybody, all of us are going to walk on stage.
Look, already within 4 or 5 months, 3 of us speaking, and then all of us walking on the stage. And so many, remember when we first joined, it was like 18 rank ups back to back to back. Like
18 rank ups back to back to back to back. Why is that? Probably because she brought over like 30 or 40, 50 people with her. So those rank ups don't equal success. It means that you brought over a big team. So I can't stand when they're like, oh my God, yeah, we all ranked up so much. We all did so well. And then more so than that, whenever one of them, and it's just like CCsuarez, like I've said before, when one of them gets someone new, it doesn't go right under them if they already have 2 people. It'll go maybe like 6 rows down or 6 tiers down, whatever. So it's all about stacking. It is a pyramid scheme, and that's why there's so many rank ups, but they're not going to be able to maintain it. I tell you, in another year, they're not going to be able to maintain it. If you were in WFABB while they were in IGENIUS, please contact me. Please contact me.
What made me the most emotional was
don't you love how they're in the like YouTuber apology outfit? They're in that uniform, all white, crisp, like nude background, no colors. They know what they're doing. They're not dumb.
Seeing my girls hurt the most, and seeing that they didn't deserve what they went through. I don't like thinking the worst of people because that's a very heavy energy. So I give the benefit of the doubt to a lot of people, and I feel like that's the reason why it sucks. Sometimes you just let people in and they take advantage of that. Yeah. Love you, friend. I love you. Yeah.
Moving was just, it's more like look at us where we are right now. It's
Who edited this? Like who edited this? Do y'all understand my frustration? Seeing how wonky the sound is in this is, because the music is so freaking loud, I already know that it's going to be so much harder for me, because if I ever have any videos where I use my green screen or it's like heavily edited like that, I am the one who edits it, not my editor, but I'm not excited. I'm going to have to like do so much work on their audio. Also, how different does Dramus look without a filter? How crazy is that, right? Talk about false advertising.
crazy. We're all gonna be on stage next month.
We're all going to be on stage next month. That doesn't mean anything. Like two or three of them are speaking at a IGENIUS or a Eric Worre event. Do you think they understand that outside of the MLM, this don't mean shit? I bought it too, guys. It clearly doesn't mean anything. And then that outside of network marketing, no one cares about Eric Worre. No one cares about that boss baby looking ass man. Okay? No one cares about him. They act like it's like so impressive, but these skills, these attributes, these accomplishments are not transferable at all. They do not matter. And it's so sad. Absolutely so sad because they're wasting so much time. Like so much time. My Lord.
You're saying like to literally more cheers to be more beautiful, more powerful, more elevated, more rich, and fucking crypto fucking queens.
RIP to our ears and RIP to the crypto market because it's absolutely crashing. So this didn't really age well. I'm surprised they still put this up. Like they are absolutely in denial about crypto. I saw one of them post last week about how like you should hold your crypto or like it's okay, like crypto's gonna be fine. What you should do is like just like stock up on your money so that once it starts going up again, which I personally don't think it will. A lot of people don't think it will, but whatever. And then then you'll be okay. And then you can like buy a bunch of it like through us. It's like, that's not what?
Hi friends, thank you so much Samar for delivering that value. Get into all of our rank ups. Before I get into that though, I have some people that want to say a few little words here. I'm gonna pass it over to one of the ANTIMLM speakers.
Screaming, absolutely screaming. Why is she always yelling? Like they can hear you. There's a microphone, but always yelling. I'm sure y'all already know, but the reason why they do that, it's a tactic to command whatever audience to try to make it seem like what you're saying is more intense and more valuable and just better, which it's not at all. The words you're saying still don't mean anything, Dramus. Doesn't matter if you scream them or if you whisper them. Still doesn't mean anything.
The one, the only, okay, social media queen, Sabrina. I can't pronounce the last name properly, but it's French, okay? So, La Sabrina, okay, please.
Hello! To talk about like how intentional we have to be for the next couple of days. I just want to put, again, the accent on the fact that there's...
So y'all are best friends, but you don't know how to pronounce her last name? That's embarrassing. That's really embarrassing. Very embarrassing.
Only 4 days left to the first quarter of the year, to the 90 days. You guys know that we're currently running a 90 days run. This was meant for us to focus on our business for 90 days so we can have results within the next couple of months. Because you guys know that in network marketing, it's all about what you do right now is going to impact your business in the next 30 to 90 days. How you end this first quarter so you can start with momentum. The next couple of months are going to be really good for you, but it requires you to work and be intentional. There's no other way around it. So yeah, that's it, guys. I'm excited, and I can't wait to see the ones that are going to be there in person to see you guys, and you're going to see me cry and all that.
That could have been an email, but you don't say. The whole 90-day run thing is so exhausting, but again, it's to build that hype and make people really, right out the gate, the beginning of the year, try really hard to get like everyone on their team and rank up as fast as they can. The thing is though, is that, it's with any sales job, you got to build up your pipeline. And this was, their first quarter in the company. So yeah, they wanted to recruit as many people as possible and rank up as many people as possible and get their team as strong as possible. It's so dumb. Like we have to be really intentional. We have to, really work hard. Aren't you supposed to be doing that all the time? That's with anything. You should be being intentional and trying really hard all the time. Now, in a sales job especially, like I guess the month was about to end. Yeah, that I completely understand that. Like, you gotta hustle. I was gonna push a few videos that I posted last week into, well, technically it's this week when I'm filming this, but last week I posted like 3 videos within 2 days of the last few days of June, because I was like, all right, I want to keep all these in June, and then I'm just like gonna start fresh for July. So I understand that, but also what you're saying is just like, no shit. Like, it just proves again and again that they recruit anyone and everyone who doesn't understand sales, who can't really motivate themselves, or just shouldn't be in this type of industry. No one should be in this type of industry, but it's sales basically. So
good stuff. I love your family, and I'll pass it over now to who are you passing it? Okay, so right now we need some drum roll because we are writing on the stage Miss Jasmine Elizabeth. I don't know why I did all of that, but
wow. Who, by the way, has a 45 minutes or 35 minutes?
It's 20 minutes.
so loud, and it's so funny how they're all just sitting around on different computers. Like, why did y'all, what was the thought process behind going to this Airbnb and all sitting around and working like that? Like, what was the actual point? Like, I can understand like getting content together and stuff like that. Like, that's okay. I can kind of understand that, but also what?
Yeah, no, it was 30 minutes. It was 30.
Oh, is it? I don't know.
She don't even know, okay?
It's
She has a 30-minute segment on this event. 30 minutes. I don't think y'all understand 30-minute segment. She's the only IPA that has a 30-minute segment. Because she's not IPA for long, let me tell you.
And it changed everything for me. Every year, I had success. Every year, my income grew. So this is not a joke, you guys. And this is the first network marketing company that has ever had a hybrid event like this. Influencer?
Anybody.
Gets recognized on stage? Are you kidding me? The last company that I was in, do you know, I walked down on that stage in my last company. If you guys know that, I was in a shampoo company, right? I was at the top of the compensation plan. I went to a similar convention to like what we're doing.
She said that she had more and more success every year. So then she's talking about Monat then, because she was in that one for a while. She was in, I believe, IGENIUS or a different one that was the same company basically for IGENIUS, and it was like, or before Monat, and it was like super sketchy. But she said that she just kept being more successful and kept making a lot more money, and her income just kept growing and growing. Then why did you leave? And no, it didn't, because you ranked down by 7 ranks within like 2 months because you couldn't maintain your rank. So you're lying. That's what's happening
here. And I was the only one who walked down that stage, and the only thing I thought about was, wow, I just wish that my team was there with me on that stage.
That's the first thing you told me when you got off stage.
It was me by myself, and all I kept thinking is like, damn, I cannot wait for my team to feel this type of emotion, this recognition, this excitement, to walk down that stage. And I literally manifested it. Like, look at this. Whoever goes to this event live and you are a rank, you are walking down that stage. I am freaking mind blown. I am excited.
The other day, I was like, I know I've been writing in my journal for fucking 2 years. I am so happy and grateful now that I get to speak at the stage on GoPro.
So the interesting thing is that she's talking about the difference between being on a stage, whatever, when she was with the last MLM, Monat, and then how she was the only one that like got to the level or whatever. And then she just said that, well, with this one, if you have hit a rank, so if you've ranked up at all, then you are recognized. So it's not that the people below you are having more success. It's just that the requirements to be recognized on the stage at this event are much lower. Also, who cares about walking across a stage and getting that attention when you aren't actually making a profit? Don't give me an award or a plaque or whatever for doing a great job. Give me more money. Thank you.
I'm so happy and grateful now that I get to speak on stage at GoPro. I gotta wait till I'm some kind of millionaire till I get to go on that freaking stage. And look at God, look at you, look at the universe, look at Source, right? Giving me that opportunity. Get that picture clear in your head, because you know.
Absolutely screaming, screeching, like, girl, screaming.
That success is whoever is able to convince their mind of a reality that is not currently here. Whoever can convince their mind, whoever can paint that picture better.
Success is being able to convince your mind of a reality that isn't currently here. Sandra, that's called delusion. That's not success. That's delusion, my girl. What?
Better. How much better would you be able to paint that picture if you were able to walk on Eric Worre's stage, bruv?
Well, you know, there's power in proximity. You need to be around people who are you're going to learn from, who are goal-oriented.
This girl's so freaking beautiful. Oh my God.
Proximity, you need to be around people who are you're going to learn from, who are goal-oriented, who are doing better than you. It's the only way, it's the main way that you're going to grow, right? So these events are crucial for your growth, and I'm so excited that WFABB is going to be a part of it, and I will be there in person.
You have to be around people who are doing better than you. That is gross. I want all my friends to do great, but is that insinuating then that if, you know, I have a friend who maybe isn't doing as great, maybe going through like a little slump, maybe a little hiccup in their life, or maybe someone who, you know, makes below a certain amount of money, that I shouldn't, or it doesn't work, that I shouldn't be around them because they're not going to better me? Eh. You know what that's called? A transactional relationship. And that's all they know about. No, I am not all about transactional relationships. When it comes to friendships, if someone isn't bringing anything to the table and just like not being a good friend, of course, that's different. But to only be with or around people because you think that they can better you financially or like, I don't know, like benefit you in certain ways, like that's really selfish. That's not okay.
Over here. Look at everybody. Look at us. Look at those crazy people. Look at us. Okay, ready? Wait. Can we put it on? The first shout out to our brand new influencer and our host today.
I will be lowering the sound of that. So this, like we said, was filmed at the end-ish of February, and they posted this in the middle of June. So that person went from the 1st rank to the 5th rank within March, April, May, June, within 4 months. How many people do you think she had to recruit? That's crazy. So I'm going to save your eardrums. You're welcome. What they do for the rest of the video, or at least for the rest of this little clip, is just scream. They scream and scream and scream. Like, I don't know if Dramus understands that they can hear you. You don't have to scream at them and try to have your voice reach like where they are located. The technology has been invented. They can hear you. There's a microphone. It's going to be okay. My Lord. So they're screaming and screaming, and she's like announcing all of the new ranks and rank ups and all that and stuff on their team, and they are screaming a lot. So I don't want to listen to that, and we are gonna skip ahead.
Stuff like that, but it's just fun to feel like you're welcome in a new business, a new community. People are there to root for you. We're happy to have you, and so we really want to promote that, and that's cool. Like, we love to share the business and share the vision with other people that are like-minded.
Alrighty, so they are done with the rank ups. They, again, kept screaming, talked about how, you know, they are just so happy to be in this company because they're better people now. They meditate every morning. You could do that without joining a company. And now for scenes from the next episode. Here we go.
People hate what they don't understand. People hate what they don't get.
I love that you said women because I don't know any men that are on these anti-MLM videos. It's a women bashing motherfucking circle.
How dare you not know about Mac Attack? I love him. Also, women bashing women circle. Oh, Dramus. I've said it a bajillion times, but calling out shitty behavior is not bashing women or tearing women down or jealousy. It's not. Commentary can be super sassy and hateful, sure, but facts are not. Facts are just facts. Also, if you don't want me to react to it, stop putting dumb shit like this on the internet. Maybe that's why they're not doing a episode 3, which they said they were, but it has not been posted. So I don't know why they haven't posted it yet. Real weird that they haven't posted it.
Okay, anybody that has time to hate doesn't have a f***ing life.
That is rich coming from the people who made a self-funded reality show and are wearing pins that mean nothing. Like, what? At least I'm being paid for my content that I put out. They don't have a life. Oh my God.
Thank you for promoting the brand for free.
Promoting the brand for free. Is shit talking something promoting it? I mean, just talking about something isn't necessarily promoting it. And it's not for free, baby girl. I get paid to do this. Probably more than y'all do. The video I did on the first episode has almost 60,000 views so far, which is great. Wonderful. Love that for me. Also, that one made like $600 and this one's sponsored. So yikes, my girl. But of course, it's easier to dismiss what people say about you when you are just telling yourself, well, they're just broke losers. They're just haters who have no lives and they're just miserable. So thanks for promoting me.
Haters. Well, we all need them because, I mean, they are our brand ambassadors. It's honestly brought us a lot of business.
Yes, I'm sure that anyone who watches my videos and hears me lay out all the facts and BS that you're spewing, I'm sure they go right to you and they're like, oh my God, I love your content. Let me join under you. Sure. I totally believe that that happens.
So, we love the haters.
I'll say thank you for the work that you do for us, okay? Literally brand ambassadors that work for free.
They think they're so clever calling people their brand ambassadors. We're not a brand ambassador. Like, that joke doesn't even make sense. A brand ambassador is someone who is actively promoting and like selling your brand. I'm just making fun of you. That's like saying that the news is a brand ambassador for whatever they're reporting on, or a comedian. And I'm not calling myself either of those, but both of those are commentary. It's honestly brought in us a lot of business. It clearly has not brought in you a correct grammar, ma'am. Oh my gosh, she's so dumb. I don't know why they think it's for free. Weird. Most people who make like full time, obviously, like make this type of content and talk about them, have their channels monetized. So it's not free. We're making money off of this content. It's literally my job. Weird. Unlike most of the people in your organization and on your team. So, okay, so the first one was posted 3 weeks ago. That was episode 1. And then episode 2 was posted 2 weeks ago. So maybe they're just taking a long time to get it out, or maybe they just didn't pay their editor, or maybe they're just dumb and didn't have enough content even for episode 3. And like they have to, I don't know, add in maybe from this event that they're doing. It's just like so, you know, when something's just so bad and like so cringy that it's good and like you can't look away. That's what this is. And listen, I was joking before, but like this is absolutely my guilty pleasure now, because they think this is good. They think this is going to get people to join their team. They're so delusional. My God, they're so delusional. Good Lord. All right, y'all. If there is a third one, please do let me know. I really hope that there is. And it seemed like y'all really loved Bethany last time. I would like to update you on her. She's thriving. From what I've seen on her social media, she's thriving. And if you stick around to the end of this video, you might just see her. So I hope you have a great rest of your day, night, weekend, whenever you're watching this. Again, thank you, Scentbird, for sponsoring this video, for continuously being a sponsor of my channel. And thank you guys for your support. I hope you have a great rest of your day. I hope you're having a great week, a great summer. I hope it's not too sweaty. Remember, you are valuable. Remember to look out for red flags. Don't ignore those. That is the main thing I try to teach you here, not only to stay spicy, rational, assertive, logical, but please keep a lookout for red flags, okay? And I will see you in my next video. Bye.